Hello everyone, welcome to a commentary channel where I discuss anything, everything. I try my hand at any topic, life, death. I share paranormal and I also share my life. And today is my birthday. Today I'm 64. Now, I'm known as part of being the baby boomer era, but I actually take exception to that because the baby boomer era actually has the widest, largest number of years in that section. There's no other generation that has so many years as baby boomers. And I'll tell you why. Baby boomers born 10, 15 years earlier than me had quite a different upbringing to what I did. They remember peace and the hippie movement and studying Latin. I didn't. I grew up with gangs, violence in the 70s. The immigration policies in Australia changed, and a lot of Vietnamese people came in, and in those days, the street gangs were like, I lived in Brisbane, and it depended on the suburb. So at that time, I lived in Oxley, and Oxley is in the west, that halfway to Ipswich. And you used to have the Oxley boys against, say, the Goodna boys. And that just meant the area you came from, or the Wynnum boys. Wynnum is on Redland Bay suburb. So that's what it was like. And before the Vietnamese actually came in, the gang fights were just fists. But as soon as Vietnamese came in, it got nasty and it turned to knives. Now, I started high school 1974, and 1974 in Australia is remembered because Cyclone Tracy wiped out Darwin, and I was living in Brisbane. 1974, we had massive floods, and a lot of Brisbane was affected. The floods of 2011 were not as big as the 1974 floods, because 1974 we didn't have Wivenhoe Dam. Anyway, I also, when I went to school, 1974, I got in that the year before they cut out Latin, but at my school we weren't introduced to calculators till grade 10, and when I left high school in 1978 in grade 12, senior year, the year after they introduced computers. So I learned DOS. Later, when I did office studies, I went to university. I've got post-grad qualifications, diplomas. I'm very well educated, and unfortunately, when I was working in 1997, I had a work accident. I was working in TRICARE homes and doing a cradle lift. And the cradle lift is now outlawed thanks to me, because I took it to court, didn't win anything, actually had to go bankrupt. And I've had quite a hard life. I hear this story how boomers have it good. I didn't have it good. My parents, they did. My parents bought into property when, property, you could buy a house for around 20, 30,000. In fact, when I was in my early 30s, they bought just a block away from the beach on the Gold Coast at Mermaid Beach. They bought a rundown free units with and there was asbestos in this place. They took it apart and they made it into 2 units. After my father died in 2018, my mother sold it. She sold the top unit for $3 million and the bottom unit for $500,000. So I haven't benefited in any way. Although when I was my first marriage, which was to a med student, our house, which was at Tarragindi, only cost $50,000. When I was driving, petrol was 19 cents a litre. When I was at school, I used to smoke Alpine cigarettes, and they were the dear ones. They were 80 cents. Anyway, I will share with you another time the rest of my story. As if you've looked at my videos, hold on a minute, please.
This is a reminder.
If you've looked at my videos, you'll know that there's a lot of abuse by my alcoholic father, and that I had a drug problem for 17 years, and I've been married a few times. So what are the lessons I've learned in my 64 years? Gratitude. Be grateful for what you have and cherish every moment and love the best you can. Anyway, I've got to go answer the phone. Love, light and blessings, and I will continue this if interested in things I've seen. I've seen technology just advance so quickly. All right, gotta go. Bye.